Hi everyone, I'm Sefki, and this is my full in-depth Wix tutorial for beginners. I'm going to show you how to build a beautiful website with Wix step by step. If you're planning to create a wonderful website that comes with unique features to customize the whole interface for a professional looking platform with minimum effort, then Wix is the obvious choice. In today's video, we're going to jump into the Wix experience right away so you can learn how to build a pro, up-to-date website as an absolute beginner. I'll also cover all the necessary tools you need along the way and mention a few additional ones that you might not even need, but good to know them anyway, and they can make your site more modern. If you watch the entire video from beginning to end, then you'll have all the tools and knowledge to make a successful modern website. You can find some timestamps down below that will help you navigate in the tutorial, so feel free to play back those parts in slow motion that were not fully clear for the first time, or move forward to other essential parts you will most definitely need if you wish to construct a professional website. Alright guys, time for action. As you can see, we're starting off on my desktop. What you need to do is first open your web browser, copy the link you find in the description box below, then paste it in your browser. That way, we can make sure that we all start from the same page. So we're going to click on that. Assuming you don't have an account, you'll need to create a new account. So I'm just going to click sign up, and you can sign up with Facebook or with Google if you want. I'll type my own email and password. You have to remember your login information because you will need them every time you sign in to work on your website. We're going to create a password and then just click sign up. Many questions will be asked to us on this screen. Wix will get an idea of how to make our website. And then it's going to ask like how big our business is and stuff like that. So the first one, what do you want to create a website for? It doesn't really matter which one you choose. I'm going to go with myself just because obviously I'm making this just for a pizza shop. But again, it doesn't really matter which one you choose. Similarly, if you've never created a website before, obviously say it's your first time, but it's really just going to control what kind of feedback it's giving you. And then you need to choose your sector. But again, we can change all this later on. So you want to type in essentially what type of website you're trying to make. And I recommend being as specific as possible. I'm going to make a pizza shop in this video. So I will click a restaurants button. You'll see that Wix is asking your experience about web designing. I'll choose never done this before because I want to make this video as informative as possible. Now, when we get to this page, this is where a lot of people tend to kind of derail, and a lot of people end up using the Wix ADI creator. This is not what I recommend. It's faster and easier to make your own website at first, but in the long run, you lose a lot of the customization that you have when you actually go and choose your own template. So I'm not going to use the ADI creator. Instead, we're going to click over here on the right side where it says choose a template. Just because, like I said, you're going to get a lot more freedom, a lot more customization, as you're definitely going to see throughout the video. So make sure you click on choose a template. What we choose while filling out the form doesn't really matter anymore. If you say portfolio, cooking, beauty, whatever, it's just going to help you find a template right here. So these are all ones that are supposed to be relevant to a pizza shop. But if you really think about it, it's probably going to have very similar pages. Same thing like an About Us page. And everything like that is going to be pretty similar. But of course, like I said, if you change your mind and you don't like the pizza shop ones, you can search on the top right, or you can go down and search by category as well. So you can go and check out like a portfolio one, maybe a beauty one, whatever you're looking for. If you want, you can even use the portfolio theme for a pizza shop. It all depends on your creativity. So pizza and food delivery is similar, but none of them really look the way I want them to. But all the themes here are suitable for use. We'll just replace them with pizza photos. And the whole point is you really want to be looking at like the font, the layout of it, but like the color scheme is going to be important, and all this is really just going to save you a lot of work. As you see on the top right, you could also go from a blank template, but I'm going to try to find a good one. Let's choose our template. So we can click on view for any of these. And when you go to view, you can either edit right now or you can go to a full demo. The full demo gives you kind of an interactive, like the full website experience. So you have that nice parallax image on the top. I like that as we go down, you have this section that I really like, kind of like an our story, order takeout, our menu, and reservations. So when you find one that you really do like, you can just go up to the top right, click on edit this site, and that'll bring us over to the editor. I will choose this template for edit. This is where everything really starts to happen. The first thing I want to touch on is to understand the structure of the editor. Wix works differently than other platforms. When we click on any page from the menu in edit mode, we cannot go to that page and edit that page. But when we click the page, home button on the top, it allows us to switch between pages. When I press the order online button, I can now go to the page and edit it. I can easily edit the maps page by clicking the maps button. In short, the website you see does not work like your real website. The buttons in the website view are not functional, but we can determine which page the buttons will lead to. When we publish our website, our buttons will be functional, so don't worry, we're on the right track. For the remainder of the tutorial, I'll walk you through all the important aspects of the editor, but everything we need to use is just a click away if we need to take a quick glance. Even a person with low computer usage can be in a position to prepare his own website within 2 to 3 hours. Every button we see on the screen will easily lead us to our goal, but as I mentioned before, it doesn't matter which theme we choose. What matters is how we use the theme. The mobile view of our website is really important. That's why I want to show you how to change mobile view on Wix. We have desktop and mobile versions here. By clicking the switch to mobile button, we can see our mobile version. Desktop and mobile settings are completely different from each other. For example, when we pull this text to a different place, there will be no change in the desktop version. We need to make sure the articles and pictures look good. For example, I don't like the way this title looks like this. It's completely up to you to make a more organized look. We must make sure that each item is suitable for our visitors' visual taste. According to the information I got from my own website, 60% of people visit my website from a phone or tablet. So you want to make sure throughout the creation process, you want to make sure your website is on the desktop mode and then come over here and view it and manage it and make sure everything's looking good on the mobile editor. Again, changes you make on mobile will not affect the desktop version. Let's talk about settings. When we come to the settings, we see many website settings. By clicking the Connect Domain button, we can assign our domain to any domain we want. In this way, when you enter that domain, the design we made will appear. Getting a mailbox is important. We use Gmail and similar mail services, right? You can create a mail with your own website address instead of a Gmail extension. To give an example, you can have an email called info@sevkipizzashop.com. In this way, you can have a more corporate look. In the upgrade section, we can switch to Wix's premium plans. We can make our SEO settings in the Get Found on Google section. In short, we adjust how we'll look on Google. But for now, I'll focus on the favicon part. So let's change our favicon. When we click the favicon button, the dashboard opens. We can make many settings for our website on this dashboard. As you can see here, there is the Wix logo. When we change our favicon, our logo will now take place here. We click on the Update Image button. The part that comes before us is all the images we have uploaded so far. When you come to this screen, there will be no pictures. I have preloaded all the images to save time. You can quickly upload from Google Drive, Facebook, and other tools. But I think all your images are saved on your computer. Therefore, you can upload your images by using the drag and drop option or by clicking the Upload from Computer button. Let's change our favicon. I found a pizza icon and I want to use it. If you want, you can change the image by clicking the Crop Edit button. When we click Choose File, the icon of our website has changed. I temporarily set a domain name for myself. From this section, you can change your website name as you wish. I named it Sevki Pizza Shop, but it doesn't matter for now. I can give a different name whenever I want. At the top right, there is the Tools button. Let's start with the toolbar first. When we tick the toolbar box, we'll see this awkward panel. This panel allows you to manage the items on your website. There are shortcuts that help me to copy, duplicate, and delete the text I clicked. Likewise, I can adjust its size or change its position on my website. However, we can currently use all these features without a toolbar by side-clicking on our item or using shortcuts on our keyboard, so it's not very useful. If we want to close the toolbar, we can hide it when we press this button again. The same goes for layers. This panel shows you all the items on our website in a hierarchy. It's not a feature like Toolbar that'll make our lives easier, so I hide it. but rulers will help us. As you can see when we clicked, rulers appeared on the top and right. When I click on 500 pixels, it creates an auxiliary line for me. Likewise, let's click on 720 pixels. Let's say we have two texts and we want to use them symmetrically. When we drag the text and the magenta line appears, we are on the right track. It shows you that it's centered vertically and centered horizontally with the line that we're looking for. In this way, you can make your site more organized and modern. You can place all your items this way. When you want to delete, you can get rid of these lines by clicking on it and pressing the delete key. If you want to hide the rulers, it'll be enough to press the rulers again as we do in the others. In this section, I'll teach you how to manage your pages. I'll teach you how to move our pages in the menu, add new pages, and delete them. We learned how to switch between pages from this section. Let's learn how to organize our pages now. When we press the Menus and Page button, this panel appears. We can see all the pages on our website through this panel. We can easily change their places in the menu by dragging them. For example, when I want to change the location of our menu page with reservation, I drag our menu button to the bottom. As you can see, its place in the menu has changed. When I want to make a subpage for reservation, I drag the Our Menu button diagonally. Our menu page is now a subpage. When we click on the reservation button in the menu, our menu page will appear. Our menu is no longer visible in the menu. Let's say we want to delete our menu page. It is enough to click three dots and click the delete button. When we want to create a copy of our location hours page, we need to click on the duplicate button. In this way, we create a copy of our page. Also, we can use the same page for different purposes, but we don't need this for now, so I'm deleting it. Let's add a new page. If I want to add a new page, I have to click on the Add Page button. In the panel that opens, we need to choose a theme. We see themes with excellent tips for the page we want to create. I want to create a page with my own teammates. We see really gorgeous minimal designs. I like this theme. I will select and edit this theme. Now let's change the name of our page. I changed its name to Our Stuff. As you can see, the name we changed instantly changed in our menu. Now it appears in the second place. I don't want it to be in second place, so I drag it under the Our Menu button. My page now looks like this in the menu. We're ready to edit our page. Press the 3 points and open the Settings section. In this section, I can hide my page from the menu if I want. As you can see, our page is no longer visible in our menu. Maps page is not currently in the menu. Let's press it again and activate our page in the menu. If we want, we can make this page our home page by clicking the Set button. In the Layout section, we can change our page layout. We have standard and no header and footer options. When we press this option, our menu and the articles at the bottom disappear. This may work for some pages, but I don't think it'll be very suitable for our Stuff page. I recommend the standard version as well. The Permissions section offers us great features. We have 3 options as Everyone, Password Holders, and Members Only. Members Only allows us to make our page visible to paid or free members only. For example, if you're selling an ebook, you can make that page visible only to your paid subscribers. In this way, you can provide a better service to your subscribers. In the SEO Google section, you can determine how you'll appear in the Google search engine. I can say Sevki Pizza Shop, Turkey, where it says Our Stuff. We can write who we are instead of Our Stuff. In short, how you will look in the Google search engine is completely in your hands. If you don't type anything, Google will use the first post on your page. It'll feature an article like Don Francis, the founder. That's why I suggest you change it. We write the description of our page in this section. Writing the highly searched words in the description can raise you to the top positions in the Google search engine. In the social share section, we can determine which picture will appear when the link of our page is shared on social media platforms. When I click the Change button, my media library opens. I choose this picture and click the Add to Page button. When the link of my website is shared, this pizza will be our preview image on social media. Next, we have the background settings. When we press the background button, this panel appears. Wix offers us a lot of background photos and videos, but none of these media are suitable for pizza shops. That's why I'll use the photos and videos I uploaded to my media library earlier. Changes we made from the page background panel will not change this pizza photo. Let's take this pizza photo down a little bit. As you can see, we have a white background. To put it better, if I choose this photo, the white background is now the one we chose. It will be enough to press the color button and choose white to make it white again. My suggestion would be to leave the background white and change the section Photos. When we click on the Change Strip Background button, this channel appears. I can color this pizza photo, or video if I want from this panel. There's a pizza ad I found on the internet before. When I select this video, there's a pizza ad in the background of the section. Wow, it really looks good. The video background will create a visual feast for your website. However, if the size of your video file is too large, it'll delay the loading speed of your website. This will have a negative impact on your visitors. That's why using photographs would be a better option. But if your server is fast and the size of the video you're using here is not too big, the video background will be a good choice for you. When I click the Settings button, I can make my position settings. I can choose an overlay pattern for my video. In this way, the visibility of the text on my video increases and I offer a better design to my visitors. Let's replace the background with this photo now. Wix offers the possibility to make color adjustments on this photo. We have great filters here. We can add filters to our photos as we wish. If you have a high knowledge of Photoshop in the Adjust section, you can improve your photo. Now, I'm making settings randomly. I hope you'll do better. Let's close this panel. In this tutorial, I will continue with the video background as a background. That's why I replaced the background with the video again. I think it looks better. It's time to customize our site. Our first goal should be to make a minimal but informative web page for our visitors. Using photos and text in an exaggerated way can leave a bad impression on our visitors. The editor is really easy to use, so I want to explain it to you in as much detail as possible. Let's examine our theme in detail. We put a video background in this part of the page background training, and it looks really nice and adds a different atmosphere to our site. When we go down a little, our story section appears. In this section, we can prepare a nice article about our pizza shop. A photo that gives confidence will suit here. There's a zoom out option on the upper right for you to see a little more comfortably. We can see our site more easily with a distant perspective. When we go a little further down on our page, there's a pizza maker. I have good ideas for this part. But now let's continue to examine the theme. The Instagram feed is a really useful section for the industry we're doing now. But I think we should change its location, and the communication section. After examining the theme closely, I think it's too black for a pizza shop. A little coloring will make the theme more appealing. Orange color comes to mind when it comes to pizza, so I'll use orange and black colors. First, let's change the order. I want to put the order takeout section at the top. When I click the Move Up button, I can move this section to the second row. When we go down, click on the Move Down button for the Instagram feed section. Yes, it looks better like this. I think we'll leave a better impression to our customers if the reservation part is in the same order as the order takeout. The Instagram feed looks fine. We have the communication section here as well. One of the conveniences that the Wix Editor provides us is the duplicate section feature. I can create a copy of our story section by clicking this button. It allows me to use the part I copied for a different purpose. Using a copy instead of creating a section from scratch will save you a lot of time. In this mode, if we want to delete any section, it will be enough to press the delete button here. Let's get out of zoom mode now. First of all, I want to start from our story section. Let's change the text of "The Passion for Pizza" by clicking the Edit Text button. We can change the font of our article through this panel. For example, Jackie 1 looks pretty good. In addition, we can enlarge and shrink our article. The font size depends entirely on your wishes. This text is perceived as a title by Google. Therefore, it's more logical to adjust the size from the heading part. I said I would use orange colors. By clicking the color button, I choose the orange color from the panel that appears. I don't think it looks bad. The character spacing feature allows us to adjust the width of the text. We can increase the space between our letters and make it this width. I usually use this feature for headers. I believe it looks better in terms of reading. We have many settings for editing text. We can use bold, italic, underline options from here. If we want to add a link to our title, we can click this button and add a link on our web address or page to our title. When adding a link, we can decide whether to open in a new page or in the current page. The effects feature allows us to add shadows and similar effects to our writing. I don't think it looks very nice. You can do good work by using your creativity. Let's change our paragraph here. We can use the same font family by making the Helvetica font as Jockey 1. We can change font like this. 20 pixels will be enough for the font size. It will be in your best interest to prefer similarity instead of confusion in your designs. I will talk about one of the most important issues, guidelines. As you can see, our photo is placed between two guidelines. All the elements inside these two lines look the same in every screen resolution. For example, the appearance of our website on the 15-inch screen is different from the view on the 27-inch screen. In short, if we move our photo out of the line like this, half of this person's face will not appear on the smallest screen resolution. Therefore, we should be more careful that all items are between two guidelines. The most important rule you should follow for a responsive design is to make your design suitable for the smallest screen resolution. Guideline offers us great help in this regard. In most websites, problems occur due to this error and the quality of the design is lost. Again, it'll be sufficient to pay attention that all the items on your site stay within these two lines. Let's say we did something wrong and want to get it back. You can undo the action you made with the Ctrl+Z combination on your keyboard. Or we can do the same thing by clicking the undo button on the upper right. The redo button allows us to move forward when we undo too much. These features can be life-saving for you. I have said that I have some thoughts about this section. Click on the Change Strip Background button. After clicking the video button, the media library is opened. When we type pizza in the search section, we see the video of making pizza. If you do not have enough content for your website, the Wix library offers you this kind of video and visual support. One of my favorite features of Wix is that it tries to offer every opportunity to people who have never created a website before. Let's use this video on our website. When I click on the Change Background button, we now have the Making Pizza video in our background. It looks really nice, but I also want to show you how you can change it from your own library. I will use the video I downloaded earlier as the background. You can view your video by pressing the play button. When you pull up from the line just below the section, you can adjust the size of the section. In this way, you can get a better look. Let's edit the first part. The first part that our visitors will see should look much better. We can edit this text by clicking the Edit Text button. Let's shrink the font a little and write Sefki Pizza Shop. I can adjust the position as I want by clicking on the post. Let's take the takeout and delivery article a little higher. In fact, a larger post might look nicer. Let's increase its size a little more. With the help of the magenta line, I place all the items neatly. Let's also place the Order Now button. Yeah, it's much more beautiful. The biggest problem faced by people who are just starting a website is to find content. I showed you how to find videos and pictures. Let's copy the sample article from Wix for this article. When I click on the Get Text Ideas button, I search for the word pizza from the panel that appears. When I select our team option and click the Create Text button, it creates sample articles for me. Option 2 is fine for us. You can edit and use these sample articles in a way that suits you. In this way, you can influence your customers with a corporate writing language. You can use this text by clicking the Copy or Use Text button. Let's add a special button for this section together. By clicking the plus sign on the left, we select the button from the panel that appears before us. We have thousands of button examples. It will not be difficult to find a button that fits the design of our website. You can easily use the button you like by dragging it to your web page. You can change its size and color. When we click on it, I click on the Change Text icon button that appears. Let's write Order Now, or if I want, I can access many items from this panel. If you have an advertisement video, you can drag it to your web page in the same way. Many features you see on other websites can be found on this panel. Let's learn how to add strips together. We have many options such as About, Contact, Welcome. We made our team page in our training, so it'd be more useful to add a testimonial section. I think this section makes more sense for the pizza shop. We can replace the food photos here with pizza photos and get a perfect design. When we press the Change Column Background button, we can change the photo from the panel that appears before us. You remember the pizza photos I uploaded before. First of all, I think this pizza photo will look good. Let's pick. I apply the same procedures in this column. This design may change according to the website you will make. For example, if you're creating an agency website, it may make more sense to put a photo of your customers. We can display the comments of customers who come to our pizza shop in this section and ensure that people who visit our website have information about our shop. Let's learn how to add anchors to our website together. By clicking the Preview button on the top, we can view our website in visitor mode. First, I want to explain the anchor structure. When we press the Order Online button in our menu, the Order Online opens as a new page. The feature we want is to be able to go to sections within the same page when I click any item from the menu. For example, when we press the Reservation button, we want to go directly to the reservation section on the home page. To achieve this, let's go back to the editor. By clicking the Add button, I write anchors in the search section. I drag it right above the reservation section. By clicking the Rename button, I change this anchor name to Reservations. Now is the time to use this anchor. I click this button and change its link. We choose the anchor option in the panel that appears before us. The reservations, which are the anchors we saved last automatically, appear. We don't need to make any changes, but if you are using more than one anchor, you can change your anchor from the drop-down menu. Let's go back to the preview mode and do our test. When I click on the Order Now button, we can go to the reservation section. Let's go back to the editor section and link to a title. I'm doing the same operations to this title. As an anchor, I choose Reservations. Let's test it again in preview mode. As you can see, as soon as I clicked on the title, it directed me to the reservation section. We have prepared our website. Everything is ready and we want to publish our website. As a first step, we need to choose the Wix Premium plan because if we don't, Wix ads will appear when we launch our website. The basic plan may be sufficient for some websites, but it is not preferred because it shows ads. We also need to connect our website to a domain. The free plan does not offer this to us. For other features like Google Analytics, Wix recommends us to move up. We see the Compare Plans and Upgrade Now buttons. Click on the Compare Plans button. We can see the details of our plans from the page that opens. Wix started a 14-day money-back guarantee campaign. If you are not satisfied with the service, you can cancel within 14 days. It was a really well thought out service. If we come to our subject, we have two options, website plans and business and e-commerce plans. If you want to sell on your website, business plans will be more suitable for you. You can easily use applications such as PayPal and Stripe as online payment. Bandwidth is given unlimited, But like many web hosting sites, if your website gets huge traffic, its speed will decrease, but it'll take you quite a while for the beginner level. For storage space, 20 gigabytes will be sufficient for the initial level. You can easily put 3,000 to 5,000 products on the site with 20 gigabytes of storage space. If it's not enough, you can take your plan to the next level. Wix gives $75 ad voucher. You can advertise the opening of your website and drive traffic to your site. There will be no product sales on the website we design, so let's click on the Website Plans button. We see the ideal website plans for a new cafe, pizza shop. In short, if it's enough for us to show our website to the world, we need to choose our plan from this section. We have 4 options. 2 gigabytes bandwidth will not be enough for us, because if your visitors multiply, your website may crash or slow down. Therefore, it would be better to choose unlimited packages. That's why we have to choose between VIP and unlimited. 10 gigabytes of storage space will be enough for you. The total width of our website will be between 2 to 3 gigabytes. The unlimited option is therefore more suitable for us. If you switch to the VIP plan, they provide professional logo and social media logo file service. You have to pay twice as much. I don't think it's a very good offer. As with the business plans, the name voucher is $75. I click the select button to buy the unlimited package. We see the annual and monthly payment plans. It makes a lot of sense to buy the 2-year package, and it gives you quite a discount. We were not planning to set up a 2-month website anyway. That's why annual plans are more suitable for your budget. Let's click on the Continue to Checkout button. You enter your card information and billing address information in this section. Afterwards, it'll be enough to click on the Submit Purchase button. But again, they'll refund your money if you're not satisfied with the service within 14 days. We got our premium plan, and it asks us to set the domain for our website. Wix gave us a free domain. We want to buy the sefkipizzashop.com domain. Click the search button. sefkipizzashop.com is now ready for use. Click the Get It button. Like the premium plans, it offers us annual and monthly plans. It would be better for you to get the 3-year plan, but I am buying this domain for training, so I will buy the 1-year plan. I will not pay any money as Wix gave us a 1-year domain. By purchasing the premium plan, you can buy your domain for 1 year free of charge on Wix. Click on the Continue button. Here, you need to enter your contact information. You enter your address, company name, and phone number in this section. You can protect your domain information with Wix for a certain annual fee according to your request. If we choose the public registration option, everyone can access the address and email information written in my domain information. By searching the name from websites such as Wols, you can find out who the domain belongs to. You may also experience problems with spam emails. That's why I recommend private registration option to you. But you know that we prepared our website for our education, so I will not buy it. We have to pay when we go to the checkout page. I did not have to pay any fees for giving away the Wix domain, but we still have to make the purchase. We'll click on the Submit Purchase button. This process takes a little longer. And now we have bought the domain name Sefki Pizza Shop. Our domain is ready for use. It will be sufficient to press the Publish button to publish our website. I am waiting for the editor to load. When we enter the Sefki Pizza Shop domain, we will see the web page we have edited, but now our website is not online. We have to wait a while for DNS to be ready. For now, this page is visible and we enter sefkipizzashop.com. As you can see, the web page we edited is not online. As I said, we expect DNS to be ready. Your web page will be published within 1 to 2 hours. Also, don't forget to check your mail. You'll receive an email to confirm your domain information. After confirming the information in this email, your website will go live. In the remainder of our tutorial, I want to teach you how to organize headers and footers. When we click on the header, we see the Change Header Design button. When we click this button, we can make arrangements from the panel that appears before us. We can change the color of the header. We can make it transparent or semi-transparent. There are many other samples. You can get a better look by choosing these colors. We can edit the position of our menu in the header as we want by clicking on it. By pressing the stretch button, we can spread the items in the menu to a wider area. We can adjust the spacing between elements by increasing the margins pixel. This design is not very suitable for us because it may cause you problems on low resolution screens, so I will not apply this setting. When we click on the Manage Menu button, we could adjust the order of the items in the menu from here, as I have shown you before. Using the animation feature, you can set your menu to appear in animation when your website is open. We see a lot of animations. Using the wrong animation can be a little frustrating for visitors. I usually don't use this feature. That's why you should be more careful about which animation you choose. For example, we can use Fades animation. I can determine the duration of the animation using the durations property. You can make the animation faster or slower. We can adjust the delay of the animation using the delay feature. I want to add my social media icons to the header section. The social bar feature has been added before in this theme. I can copy it with the Ctrl+C combination and use it wherever I want on my website. I can paste it into the headers the same way as the keyboard combination Ctrl+V when I drag and drop. Our social media icons are now added to our header. By clicking the Settings button, I can determine which link it should direct to when clicking on my social media icons from the panel that opens before us. For example, I use Instagram and Twitter, but if I do not have a Facebook account, I can hide the Facebook icon by clicking the Hide button. When we click the Set Your Link button, the dashboard opens. We'll link our social media links from the dashboard page. When I click the Connect button next to Instagram, I have to write my Instagram link on the panel that appears. It'll be enough to go to your Instagram profile, copy the link, and paste it into this section. Clicking the Instagram button on the home page will direct it to my Instagram page. If you want, you can add your other social media accounts in the same way. You can change the appearance of your social media icons from this section. We see many different icons. I was unsure which one to choose. Black tones will be more harmonious for the header, because our background is gray now. When we go down to the footer section, we have social media icons again. There's a section for them to subscribe to our mailing list and a Wix ad. We can click on the ad and delete it. A little reminder, you can delete the Wix ad only on premium plans. After clicking on our social media icons, we can edit the position as we want by dragging. Finally, I want to show one more header related feature. On some websites, when we scroll down the page, the menu disappears or the menu remains on the screen along with the page. Let's select the freeze option and click the preview button. As you can see, when I scroll the page, the menu stays with the page and does not disappear. In this way, we have added a more useful feature to our website. Let's talk about adding apps. As you know, our next step will be to add more content. We made simple edits to our website. Let's do some more complicated content edits. When we click the Adding Apps button, thousands of applications appear. Most of the applications are free, so using this application market will be of great benefit to you. With back-end applications, you can make your site more professional. For example, you can make your email forms more useful by adding MailChimp. There are many apps like this. You can add live chat to your website and chat live with your customers. We search by typing live chat in the search section. You see many live chat applications. Applications such as Facebook Live Chat and Rumble Talk will increase your customer communication to the next level. Let's add the live chat application to our website. By clicking the Add to Site button, we add this application to our website. As you can see, our chat section is active at the bottom right. Let's click on the Preview button to better understand how our customers will see it. As you can see, our customers can talk to us from the panel opened by clicking the chat icon. Your customers can forward their online orders to you through this panel or share their order problems with you. Let's click the Back to Editor button and add more applications to our website. We see application categories that can help us, such as collect leads, analyze traffic, Interact with visitors. You can analyze your website traffic and increase your sales thanks to the applications here. We see many categories. You can access all the applications your business needs from this panel. By clicking the Team Picks button, we can see the most popular applications. If you want to advertise your website, you can easily increase your sales with Get Google Ads. Let's choose a new application for our website by clicking the Media Content button. With iPlayer HD video hosting, you can stream your videos. With Wix Pro Gallery, you can make a magnificent gallery with photos of your business. I want to use the Wix video application. We click on the Add to Site button. We can share the commercials we have prepared for our pizza shop here and enable our visitors to get to know our business more closely. As you can see, he has put sample videos for us. If you're a video editor, this application will be very good for you. I can upload the videos we want and display my videos with the carousel feature, as shown here. This application will be a great privilege for your website. I can change the size of the application as we want and adapt it to my website. You can create a new strip and embed this app in it, but I just did it this way to show you how you can put apps on your website. When we click on the Settings button, we can load our videos from the panel that appears. We can upload our videos from the computer or share it with our visitors by pasting the YouTube link of the video to this section. We paste our link and click the Add to Video button. This is how you can add videos to your own applications. It was a really useful application. You can upload as many videos as you want to this application. You can use a link to a video uploaded to YouTube by uploading it from your computer or as I did. We have made all the design arrangements on our website, but actually, we have not touched on the most important issue. Of course, how beautiful you make the design of your website is very important, but this beautiful design should be visible to visitors. That's why it is very important how we will appear on Google. As I mentioned earlier in the settings section, there is a Get Found on Google feature. When we click this button, the dashboard page opens. Thanks to this dashboard, we can make our SEO settings and raise our website to the top of Google. Google doesn't just look at your keywords. Even the large size of photos and videos on your website can cause problems. Since your website's loading speed will increase, it will cause people to enter the website later, and people will get bored of your site and switch to other websites. As this will affect the duration of your stay on the site, you may fall down in the Google ranking. That's why you need to optimize your website as much as possible and make it faster. You have to care about how you appear on Google. As you can see, there are the features, pick your keywords, follow your personalized plan, and get your website ranked. Click the Start Now button. What's your business or site name? First, we will write the name of our website. Do you have a business location? If you only order online, you can choose this option. You will not need to specify any address, but I choose this option because I want to specify my address. If you have more than one store, you can enter all your addresses here. Let's choose a short slogan for our website. For example, Best Pizza will be great. Let's click on the Create SEO Plan button, and Wix will make the necessary settings for us. As you can see here, it tells us what steps to take. It gives the information that our site is mobile friendly. As I mentioned before, we keep our photos and text between two guidelines. If we hadn't done this, he would warn us here. Likewise, if we did not connect our website to the domain, it would warn here, but there was no problem because we did. We did not connect our website to Google Search Console. By clicking this button, you can adjust the Search Console settings. You must make these settings for your website to be indexed. You have to do all the steps here one by one. After step 1 is finished, we need to make the suggestions in step 2. It says we need to edit the contact information on our home page. As you know, we did not make any contact info arrangements. We did not enter a page description for order online. In the same way, it gives us a warning for this. We can fix these errors by clicking the Go For It button. It directs us directly to the settings section of the Order Online page. Wix offers you the chance to check any settings missing from our website. Because some settings can be overlooked, it is a truly amazing feature to show us all the deficiencies found in this way. Let's exit the editor and go back to the dashboard. With the Invite People feature, you can recruit people to edit your website and set permissions on which pages they can edit. You can upgrade your plan by clicking on the Manage Plan button. I mentioned earlier about Get a Mailbox. By clicking this button, you can create your own corporate mail. We can adjust the settings of all the applications we have added before. We have a restaurants app because we have chosen a pizza shop theme. We can see our orders from this application settings. Orders coming to our website will be listed here. New incoming orders on the way, delivered. Likewise, we can see our reservations. Customer management is very important. You can see the contact information of people who have entered your website and placed an order. I want to tell you about the email marketing part. As I mentioned before, you can create an email like info@sefkipizzashop.com. You can create many different email addresses using your own website address. While explaining the applications, I mentioned the MailChimp application. You can create a beautiful theme from MailChimp and increase your sales. Because there are many businesses that increase their sales with email marketing, as you can see on the right, we can see how many emails we have sent. How many people are reading this? It is very important to know how many people have seen the emails and how many orders they have bought. In this way, you can change your non-sales emails and come up with better ideas. Click on the Analytics button in the Marketing section. We can examine how we have earned from our website, how many orders are received, and the average order amount from this panel. It offers us many useful reports. Since there are no reports on our website now, our graphics are like this. Let's go back to the main menu and talk about reports. We can see how many people visit our website by clicking the traffic button. We can also see the sales reports from here. There are many useful reports on our website. You can improve your website by examining these reports in detail. By clicking the Finances button, we can see the payments coming to your website. Billing is very important for e-commerce sites. Thanks to Wix, you can create invoices for your sales automatically. There is no online payment option on our site, but if you add online payment, it'll be a life-saving feature for you. That's all I have to say. We have come to the end of training. I hope I was able to help you. I had a lot of fun in this tutorial. See you in our next tutorials.